Kris Jenner, the astute matriarch of one of entertainment's most iconic dynasties, has poignantly commemorated what would have been her younger sister Karen Houghton's 67th birthday, a milestone shadowed by profound loss that continues to reverberate through her life. At 70, Kris remains a force in media, business, and family orchestration. Yet this tribute reveals the tender undercurrents of grief that persist nearly 2 years after Karen's untimely passing. In a deeply personal social media post, Kris laid bare her enduring heartache, transforming a day of celebration into a heartfelt elegy for a sibling whose spirit illuminated their shared history. "Happy heavenly birthday to my beautiful sister Karen," Kris inscribed alongside a curated gallery of cherished photographs, snapshots frozen in time that capture laughter-filled gatherings, spontaneous adventures, and the quiet intimacies of sisterhood. These images, spanning decades, evoke the unbreakable bond forged in their California upbringing, where Kris and Karen navigated life's vicissitudes as confidants and co-conspirators. "I think about you every single day. I miss you, I love you, and I know you're watching over all of us," she continued, her words a tapestry of longing and reassurance, as if bridging the veil between realms. Karen's departure in early 2024 at just 65 was a seismic rupture for the Jenner clan. Succumbing to cardiac arrest compounded by arrhythmia, alongside battles with bipolar disorder and type 2 diabetes, her death was as sudden as it was devastating. Kris's initial response was a raw outpouring of solidarity for their mother, Mary Jo Shannon MJ, and Karen's daughter, Natalie, pleading for divine guidance through the fog of sorrow. "My heart aches for my mom MJ and my niece Natalie, and I pray that God guides us all through this difficult time," she had written then, a plea that echoed the family's collective vulnerability. Recalling Karen's essence, Kris painted a portrait of unparalleled warmth. Karen was beautiful inside and out. She was the sweetest, kindest, the most sensitive and vulnerable, and so funny. These qualities weren't performative but intrinsic, infusing everyday interactions with levity and depth. Karen, often the quieter counterpart to Kris's dynamo energy, brought balance. Her humor a disarming wit that could defuse tensions, her sensitivity a mirror for unspoken emotions. Family lore abounds with tales of Karen's escapades. Impromptu road trips belting out tunes, holiday feasts where her desserts stole the show, or late-night heart-to-hearts that mended frayed edges. This birthday homage arrives amid Kris's characteristically bustling schedule, overseeing brand empires, nurturing grandkids and steering media ventures, but it underscores how grief weaves into routine, an uninvited companion. "I miss you every single day," she confesses, a sentiment that resonates with universal finality. The photographs serve as portals, one of sisters in youthful mischief, another of Karen cradling a niece, her smile radiant against sunset backdrops. These visuals amplify the caption's intimacy, inviting followers into a private sanctum rarely glimpsed beyond the family's polished facade. Kris's tribute also honors Karen's legacy through Natalie's resilience. As aunt to the Kardashian-Jenner progeny, Karen doted with grandmotherly fervor despite her own maternal role, imparting lessons in empathy and joy. Natalie, now carrying forward this lineage, embodies the continuity Kris clings to. The post sparked an avalanche of support from fans and peers, who shared condolences laced with admiration for the sisters' evident closeness. Celebrities who've crossed paths with the Jenners echoed Kris's sentiments, recalling Karen's magnetic charm at galas or casual brunches. Reflecting broader, this moment illuminates the Jenner women's navigation of loss. From Robert Kardashian's passing to more recent farewells, grief has sculpted their narratives, fostering a sisterhood, blood and chosen, that defies Hollywood's gloss. Kris, ever the strategist, channels sorrow into advocacy, subtly nodding to mental health awareness through Karen's story. Bipolar disorder's shadows, intertwined with physical ailments, highlight systemic gaps in support, a cause Kris quietly champions via foundations and conversations. In quieter facets, Kris evokes rituals sustaining her. Annual sisterhood toasts with MJ, albums revisited on rainy afternoons, or whispers to the ether during family milestones. Karen's humor lingers in quips Kris deploys at tense meetings, her kindness and grand gestures toward Natalie. These echoes affirm that death doesn't erase imprint, it refracts light through memory's prism. The post's timing, on a crisp autumn day, amplifies its poignancy, birthdays as bittersweet beacons amid seasonal change. Kris's vulnerability contrasts her mogul persona, humanizing a figure often caricatured as calculating. Yet this is Kris unvarnished, a daughter, sister, mother whose empire rests on relational bedrock. Karen's absence sharpens Kris's presence in the lives she stewards, From Kim's ventures to Khloe's co-parenting, infusing decisions with borrowed wisdom. Natalie's journey too merits mention, a young woman inheriting not just genes but grace under fire. Kris's pledge of unwavering support manifests in check-ins, shared holidays and collaborative projects honoring Karen's creativity. Perhaps a memoir or exhibit looms, weaving Karen's untold stories into the family canon. As replies pour in heart emojis, personal lost tales, Kris's platform becomes communal solace. She responds selectively, her thanks a bridge to collective healing. This special day transcends mourning, its reclamation affirming love's defiance over death. In Kris's words, Karen watches, guardian of giggles, whisperer of strength, ensuring her light endures in every Jenner dawn. Through this lens, family dynamics reveal nuance. Kris as protector, channeling loss into legacy building. Her empire, from shapewear lines to docuseries, subtly integrates tributes, subtle motifs in designs, story arcs exploring sisterly bonds. Grief, for Kris, isn't stasis but catalyst, propelling empathy in boardrooms and beyond.